Am I live? I am live. Sweet, 2 seconds. Am I live? I am live. Oh, okay, welcome back to the stream. Let's get all this sorted. Cool. Alright, I'm back. Back again, working on this little personal project. This is where I got to last time. And again, for anyone who's not seen it, little personal project for Instagram. Here's some of my process and just following along with this little storyboard that I have here. And as you can see, it's pretty much all blocked out. Yeah, I still have lots of stuff I want to add in and smooth out. But everything is here. Hello. Hello, Mr. John, or Mr. Moose Shapes. However, whichever name you prefer. How many percent have you got done? I'm probably like 80% done, I reckon. I just need to get it looping back to this beginning part, and then all the extra nice little details and just smoothing out some of the motion in some parts. But yeah, it's getting there. Yesterday I like sort of left it and I had these like rectangles the wrong way around, and I wanted to do things a little bit different, so basically what I changed is this slider that controls the position is now at the start here, so that is like moving the rectangles outwards a bit, and then the actual position property is controlling the rectangles moving to their like position, and that let me add some nice little like arcs onto here, because it was looking like they're all just like moving very in a very like linear fashion into where they from this point to this point. So now it feels a little bit nicer in my opinion. I also like add a little bit of blur and a little bit of echo to the rectangles here as well. So I should probably like cut away these circles when they're like being covered. It's weird that you can see them all there, so I'm going to do that first maybe. But yeah, I just need to get some texture and some stuff in this today. Can you help me with something in AE? I've been trying to figure it out for the past 2 hours. Yeah? What you having problems with? I can try help. Yeah, so I don't like how you can like see the orange circle above, but I sort of had to have them like that, I think. Or can they be in, maybe they can actually be next to their layers. I probably need to change this. So yeah, that is, I had to swap the yellow and the cyan rectangle around as well. So I can change the names here. So if I layer these like so, that should work better, and then they won't be yeah. I suppose we're only transitioning for a few frames, but let's see how that looks. Okay, so you have a circle shape layer with a 4-color gradient on it, and I want to make it so changing the rotation plus scale would affect the position of the gradient points as if they were parented nulls. Yeah, there is a way to do that. I think I can try show you. Give me a second. Just want to watch this back, see if that looks any better. Ah, no. Okay, yeah, those circles can't be layered like that because I want the black line to be behind the circles. Yeah, so I will come back to that. But on that point, go in here, turn all this off. Okay, so you got a circle with a 4-point gradient on it. You should be able to add an expression to all the points. I think it's like position plus value. I've spelled value wrong. Apparently that's still wrong. Maybe it's value plus position. Yeah, and that will like shoot your point off into the wrong place. So it was here, now it's like gone down here for some reason. If I copy that across all of these. Actually, it might not. I'm not sure if that will work for rotation as well, but we'll see. So with that expression, all the points now follow the circle. But I'm not sure it will work with rotation. Yeah, so the rotation doesn't do the same, but you might be able to do another expression and do value plus rotation. I'm not sure if that will work. No, so that doesn't work. I have seen a YouTube tutorial for this as well, I think. Yeah. I can't think of a way to get this to work, but maybe instead you just create your gradient as like a mat and then parent it to that. So then maybe you just do like, this is just very quick, just to show you what I mean. And then have these like your different colors. I need to get my color palette out here as well. Or maybe just do it like this and then also parent the gradient to this, and then that works like that. And then you can also scale. That's how I would do it instead, maybe. But obviously you can like clean up the gradient, and then you could also animate these circles individually or put expressions on them like a wiggle. Layer styles. Keynote. I can add layer styles like this. Is that how you mean? Seems to work for me. But yeah, that's how I go about doing that. I swear I've seen like a YouTube tutorial that talks you through how to do that as well though, but I can't remember where I've seen it. Okay. Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave this how it was. Seeing the circles above, like it's only a few frames and it kinda, you don't really notice. I feel like that looks okay. Yeah, no, yeah. No, it seems to work for me. It kind of like reads the map. The layer styles like work in a weird way like that, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, I hope that helps. I think that solves your problem. Okay. Okay, one thing I wanted to do is add some randomness to the position as they're rotating around, so they're kind of like shaking and then coming together in a way. So I'm gonna add, I've already got a wiggle control slider on here. I added that off stream, so I'm gonna use that to hopefully add some wiggle. I'm going to add it on these position and X position and Y position sliders, which are also allow me to control these on like on top of the actual position property. Hey, Ankit, all right, loving this animation, man, and the YouTube lives as well. Yeah, no worries, no worries. John, I hope that helps. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this animation is getting there, and I've like done what, like 9 streams of this now, which is probably going to be boring to watch all the way through, but at least people can like go back through and speed through it and pick out bits they want to see. I'll just leave it up on my YouTube channel. But yeah, it's been good fun doing it. But yeah, this one has taken me a lot longer than I was expecting, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Yeah, so I'm going to get an expression on here. It's going to be a wiggle. I'm going to do like 10 and then parent it to this wiggle control slider, so I can animate it. Cool, and then I'm going to copy that across all of these on the Y as well. And then do that on all of these layers as well. I've watched all of them. Haha, super cool. Oh, no way. God, you're probably sick of listening to me talk about this stuff now then. Sick of my voice. How long have I been working on it? Well, we can see. Let's have a look. What, like 2 hours plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, probably like 17-ish hours now, plus a tiny bit off stream. 17, 18 hours. That's quite a lot, to be fair. Okay, and then let's keyframe this wiggle control slider on all of these. Yeah, I'd say that's probably about the same for all of my kind of personal projects. I like chip away at it quite slowly, but the hours do build up over time. I never really keep track. Yeah, 20 hours, I reckon, so far. Probably going to turn out to be like 25, getting on to 30 hours, I reckon. Okay, well, I'm going to start this wiggle around about here. But also on like streams, I like try to like interact and talk to people. It's quite fun talking to people who have the same interests as me, so when I'm doing that, the streams or the progress is obviously going to be a bit slower, so okay, let's do something like this. Maybe I'll start this one frame before. Or maybe even a little bit before that. Go another frame. And then let's call this like 24. Do 24 on all of these. Are you planning ever to collaborate with other animators for the series? I don't know. That's a good question. Possibly. Yeah, I don't know. It could evolve, I guess, into something I'd like collaborate on with people. That would be a cool thing to do, I reckon. But then you gotta figure out stuff like am I gonna storyboard the whole thing and then just tell other animators like here's the storyboard, have fun animating it? Or do I do the designs for them, or do I just animate one half and then they have to carry it on from where I started? It'd be interesting to figure out how that would work. But yeah, maybe at some point in the future. I quite like it being my own little thing for now. It gives me like, I don't know, I enjoy doing it, and it's like, it gives me a lot of opportunity to experiment with After Effects and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna let's start this again, one frame even further back. Yeah, it's cool seeing like big collab projects like on Insta. I think like Ben Marriott does a few, doesn't he? I should look at how he does it. Okay, I'm gonna crank this value up really high just so I can get an idea for how it's affecting. That is strange. Why is that not working properly? So it's moving the circles, but not the rectangles? That is really, really strange. Why is it doing that? But then as soon as I move it here, it snaps to it. What the hell? Managing a group is so hard. I'm currently managing 4 people abroad to work for the sound on my project, and it's so... Yeah. Can see it being stressful. Yeah, I wouldn't want to like create too much more work for myself. Like this is quite easy for me to do on my own at the moment, so I wouldn't want to like ruin the experience for myself. But it could be interesting as well though. Okay. Maybe we won't be adding a wiggle here because that's really strange. Maybe I can figure that out a little bit later on. But I have no idea why that's working like that. Very odd. Okay. I'll leave that for now. That's the thing doing it live as well. I don't want to spend too much time racking my brain over stuff like this. I want to keep it moving. But there's lots of other stuff I can do on this for now. Okay, so let's get some of the textures added in here, and I need to open up my style frame. Especially if you're working on a deadline, I gain so much. Yeah. Yeah, a producer's job is not easy. Even harder when you've got like a client and deadlines as well. For a personal project like collab thing, I guess it wouldn't be as bad as that, but I feel like I might be kind of good at doing something like that, but it'd also be stressful a little bit. Okay. I worked on a big project recently, around 12, 13 animators and 1 directors. Their planning producers were so supportive and good. Yeah. And when you have a good producer or like someone good leading the project, it does make it so much easier. If they don't know what they're doing, it just all falls apart. Yeah. Thing is as well, it's like I feel like producers always have like more than 1 project on the go as well, so it must be very, very stressful. Okay, get you matted inside this, and then I'll just turn the layer back on, and I'm going to turn the opacity up a little bit. Cool. And I also need to parent to the rectangle as well. Oh, excuse me. And let's make this dark purple. And let's rename this as well. Let's call it rectangle blue texture. So then that is following like so. Let's just play that back. Cool. That's popping off here, but that's just because I need to get it added in on these layers down here as well. So I will get to that. Cool. Let's get the orange texture on here. I learned many things from them for collabs such as personal projects. It wouldn't be that hard if collaborator is collaborative. I mean, it is a personal project, but I do have a hard deadline for it. I've worked on a bigger project with Hard. He was so good at managing a bigger team, even though it was his first time. I don't think I've ever heard, or have I? Let's search him. Yeah, I guess people are, oh yeah, I know who he is, yeah. Yeah, his most recent thing was so cool. Yeah, if you're like naturally good at it, then... God, he's only 19 as well. That's mental. He is so talented for 19. Yeah, this project was so good. Yeah. Yeah, so he just like directed a bunch of illustrators, which is cool. I wonder if he paid them or if it was like just a collaboration sort of thing. Is he? Oh, he's 21? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, like... that is crazy. Yeah. The thing is, with like collaborating, it's like if we're just collaborating on like a personal project, I feel like you have to give the person like almost complete creative freedom in what they're doing. Because if you're dictating to them like loads, then it's like doesn't really turn into a collaboration then. And then at that point I feel like you might as well just be paying them to be doing the work so that you can have complete control over it. So you gotta find a balance there. Yeah, this project was so cool. I would like to work with this guy. I saw he put something on Instagram looking for like people to collaborate but like work together on client projects. So yeah, I submitted to that and it would be cool to work with him at some point. I'm just gonna bit this texture a little bit, just bring in some more of that yellow here. Yeah, then that's the right way to do it then if they have like creative freedom. Yeah, that was a very cool project. Cool, and let's name this layer. Oh, you couldn't hire people and pay them on a project because of some Italian tax laws. He's gone solo to a studio. Yeah, is that how he's like branding himself as more of a studio than like a solo freelancer guy? Got it sorted now so you can bring on people and pay them directly instead of like paying designers separately. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, he is like sort of showing himself as like a studio now. Well, that's pretty sick. He's doing very well for himself. It's cool to see. Yeah, it's always crazy to see people younger than me doing work that's like far better than me. It's like, what age did these people start doing this stuff? Like the Revi guys as well, I think they're like a year or two, or maybe 3 years younger than me. Yeah, I think they're like 3 years younger than me, and they're like killing it as well. It's very cool to see. I'm like, I could not do what they're doing when I was like their age. I am 24, so I'm still young, but yeah. I think the Revi guys are like 21, so yeah, like 3 years older. Yeah. I guess, yeah. I started when I was like in school as well, so yeah, they must be the same. Yeah, I know Austin has like been doing it for like years and started when he was like pretty young. No, I turned 24 this year, so it was my birthday last week, so I'm freshly 24. How old are you? You thought I was 20 or less? Yeah, I think I look young. I don't think I look my age. Late happy B-Day, thank you. Turning 23 this year. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably going to be getting ID'd until I'm like at least 30 or 40, I reckon. I'm going to bring in more of this orange color on the gradient here, because the yellow isn't showing up as much as I would like. Something a bit more like this on the gradient. And then crank up the opacity a little bit as well. Maybe do like 50. Cool. That is the textures on there. Thanks, guys. I taught myself from YouTube everything after high school, went freelance directly. Nice. That's a good way of doing it. Yeah, you really don't need to go to uni or school nowadays. I was the same. I taught myself pretty much everything, but then I went and did like a course at college when I was 16. That was just like general media, like filmmaking and photography and stuff. And then I got a job at an agency after that for like, and I was there for like 2 and a bit years, and then I like jumped around from jobs a bit, and now, yeah, now I'm freelance. Thanks to many people like you who shared. Yeah, that's like the mentality behind it. Like I learned from people sharing stuff on YouTube and, you know, sharing it for free. So I kind of wanted to do the same a little bit, just to like give back, since, you know, that's how I learned. That's sick. Keep it up. Oh, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. You regret going to uni? Yeah. Yeah. I think it has its benefits, but personally I would much rather... I think I'm kind of happy I didn't go to uni. Yeah, yeah, I feel like, yeah, uni is unnecessary. Only for connections, really. But you still make connections through, like, if you're doing like a School of Motion course, you get access to their community and all that, so like, the value really isn't there anymore. Okay, I'm gonna bring this in a little bit. Yeah. Cool. And I'm going to try to get these textures onto these layers down here now as well. So let's sort out the names of these first. That is yellow texture. Cool, and I'll just copy all of these. And let's get rid of this mat and parenting stuff for now and bring them down here. And lay them out in the right places. Cool. And I will trim these layers to the rectangles. And then I wonder if I can just parent them like this. And then also do the mats. Cool, I think that works. And let's bring this, let's make another duplicate of this blue one because I need this to be coming on more like down here at this point. Cool, and I'll just trim that to here. I've been planning the same too now, planning on getting this by end of the month and start streams or tutorials about the process. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like some of the breakdown videos on my channel is like as far as I've gone to like creating a tutorial, and like doing that stuff is hard enough. Like, yeah, I'm not good at talking, like keeping to a chain of thought and like talking smoothly about it. There's so many like pauses or like ums and ahs. So I have to like sort of rehearse what I'm gonna say, which ends up being quite a lot of work. But I do want to make some more of these videos, but they do just take up a lot of time. And they are hard for me to do. But yeah, oh, that's cool. Only benefit, I can write UAL on my CV. Was that worth the price? Not sure about it. Yeah. And like, to be fair, every job interview I've had, or like, yeah, pretty much every job interview I've had, they've not really asked for a CV. It's more like visual, isn't it? Every job interview I've gone into, they sort of like bring up your website, look at your reel, but they're not really too interested in like I don't think you'd have an advantage if you had, oh yeah, I've done a degree in this on your CV. It's very much of, can you do the work and are you nice to work with? Which is kind of a good thing, I guess, because it means people who like don't have the opportunity to go uni still have an opportunity for a career in this sort of stuff. I need to figure out what's going on here. Okay, I think I'm gonna bring this texture into here actually. And if I set this to lighten, I think that's the sort of thing I want to do. Yeah, change the mask of the texture. Yeah, I need to do some figuring out of this stuff here. Because this is like a 3D render. I could have just done this in After Effects, to be fair, but which is basically masking this gradient inside of it at the moment. So will it work if that's in here? So yeah, if that's in there, that works a bit better, but then why is... Almost like this is, I've accidentally moved this over. Because this is coming on too quickly. Now I need to match how this looks in here. So first off, you can see more of the background. And it's, maybe I just need to put the opacity down. Or something like this. Then maybe keyframe the opacity down, but start it a little bit higher. I'm just going to watch that back out here in this main comp. Saw the loop so far on your Insta story. Can you play it once again here? What are you doing for audio? Yeah, so on these kind of like flexing those keyframes is like a series of personal projects. And all my past ones I just haven't done anything with audio. I've just like here they are. I've just left it blank. But now I've done like quite a few personal projects with audio. It sounds like, it feels weird not having sound design on something like this after like doing personal projects like this that have audio. So I might like see if I can try and collab with some sound designers and just be like, do whatever you want on these and then tag them in all my posts. But I'll wait and see. Or maybe they'll just be left quiet. Yeah, and I will play the loop back now. Just give me a second. Yeah, so I need to sort out this transition here. But yeah, let's play this back. It might take a little while to preview. I hope not. Okay, we can sit and wait. What's everyone up to today? Working, personal projects, chilling. Thing is, as well, I've had like sweet introduction myself over you over IG. Meanwhile, it renders. Sounds good. Yeah, like I've had sound designers message me. I might have to sift through my DMs and try find some sound designers who want to maybe do some sound for these. Because I like to do 3 at a time, and then it fills up the Instagram post nicely. So I am working on another one at the moment alongside this, and I have also finished another one. So I have 3 to post once they're all done. Yeah. Cool, this is it so far. Oh, Yeah, make a collection for sound designers or inspirations. I have sorted them in different collections. That's a good idea. I should do that. Yeah, so that's how it's looking so far. There's a few little weird bits going on here that I shall fix now. But yeah, it's looking good so far. I'm happy with it. Yeah, so it feels like it needs to be a little bit smaller. Feels like it doesn't quite have the same look to it. Maybe on here I can help this transition a bit because it's just like popping. So maybe I can keyframe this gradient fill a little bit to help with that, because it's more like at this point. Yeah, maybe I need to speed up this transition in here a bit more. Just to join these a little bit better. Maybe I can add an exposure effect on here to like brighten it up a bit. And this can go down to 0. Yeah, so I'm like cutting between these two different rectangle layers here, but I'm just trying to like help them join together a little bit better. And again, let's maybe speed this transition up even more. Try out some different blending modes on this as well. That's more of how it looks. That's better. And that is a little bit too short. Let's do something like that. Because the layer is like stretching up, so I can animate that to match a little bit. Feels better. Cool, yeah, that transition is way better. Let's watch that back. I mean, not telling you what to do, lol. Sorry about that. I meant this is how I am doing it on. No, yeah. No, that's no worries. Yeah, that's a good idea. just save some sound designers somewhere so I can get in touch with them. Hey, Ankit, I've just seen your DM. I don't know how I haven't seen your stuff before. Your reel is nice, man. Nice mix of 2D and 3D. It's very cool. Nice. Okay. Okay, and this is popping on a little bit strange at the start here, so I will fade that on with a mask. Let's do it with a mask. Yeah, this is probably like a really horrible way of doing this sort of stuff, but it's only me who needs to open the project files, so I can be a little bit more free with the weird workarounds I do for things. Okay, that stretch is a little bit too weird. So what I will do instead is have the start way bigger. And do something like that. Okay, let's fix this here. For some reason this texture is like showing through, which I do not want just yet. Okay, and what I'm going to do here instead of trying to fiddle with it scaling is I will just add a motion tile effect, and let's just stretch these edges a little bit like this. I think that will work better. And this fader needs to start more like here and do something more like this. Play it once please, I want to see it, it looks cool. Okay man, gotta go work on my stuff. Yeah, cool. Thanks for stopping by. Good luck with your own stuff. Cool, that transition is working better now. Nice. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is get this like matting going on. So like we have this shape that is like being cut out here. I can't remember here. Here we go. Yeah, so you've got these like intersections going on here. So I'm going to attempt to do that now. Yeah, and then I think the best way for doing that is getting a bunch of duplicates and using them to kind of like mat each other. So there we go, I'm getting that cut out there. So this will be orange to, or maybe I should mat that the other way around. Just figuring out what the best way of doing this is. If I'm doing it like that, yeah, that kind of works better, I think. That will be intersection. Let's just shorten that. And this will be matte. And then let's set you to a lime and you to black. So basically these okay, let's just figure this out as well. Delete all the keyframes off of these. And I will parent them to their original rectangle shape. Or will I? No, maybe I won't do it like that, and I will. Yeah, maybe I will just leave the keyframes on there apart from this gradient. And yeah, I can sort of set up the gradient in here like this a little bit. The gradient is sort of looking like this on here. And I just want to crank up the noise on these layers. Maybe get like a bevel alpha on here as well. That could be cool, maybe. Or maybe like do it with like a layer style. Just get a bevel and emboss. Do something like this, maybe. Cool, okay, we'll just leave it like that for now. And let's have a look. I kind of don't like the bevel on that, so I'll just leave that off for now. Noting down some stuff that I want to add as well. Cool. Okay, and now let's work through these and get all these intersections done. I'm just going to increase the rotation on this orange one a little bit so it's not touching the white circle there. So that rotation is set to 38, and I will need to change that up here as well. Oh. Now let's duplicate the orange and the cyan, and I will do the same thing up here. I will matte like that. Cool, that gives us that intersection. Then you will be a black layer and you will be this lime color. And I will name those like so. And then I can change the way the gradient looks on this as well. Match it to the style frame, so that is actually going to be this way around. Or is it? No. Okay, do something like that. Increase the noise a little bit. And I've just had an idea that I will write down on here. I can come back to that. Cool, and then next I will do the last one. Got a call. I'm back now. Hey, welcome back. I'm not sure if you're here when I said, but I saw your Instagram message. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, showreel is real. It's very nice. Cool, so now I've got these intersection pieces in here. Is there a way I can better transition this in as well? Maybe like a warp effect? Something like this. Yeah, I could do some sort of displacement map. Although I think the warp kind of does the job. But maybe I will go back and layer over a displacement map as well. Down on texture and over that time. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I will come back to that. It's like almost fits in, but there's something a little bit off. That does kind of work though. I'll come back to that though. Okay. Nice. That is looking good, I think. I think what I want to do now is get like the final bit of motion. I want to kind of like zoom through this and then come back to the start to get it looping. So I'm just going to figure that out. Cool. So maybe at this point I'll get some position keyframes on here. And these can start to move kind of like off screen, maybe. Yeah. Let's turn this off for now because that's going to get a little bit distracting. Okay, let's just see how this looks with this moving off. Oh, what's happening to my orange one? Okay. That will be because I've got this point here, just making it go crazy. So if I hold Alt and drag that in, that should fix that. That one seems to be fine. And the yellow is going a little bit crazy, so I'll grab you and drag you in as well. Cool. Okay, let's just watch this back. And the easing on this needs to be a bit more like this. Let's put this down to third for now. Watch it back a little bit quicker. Cool, okay. How does that look if I do it like that? Doesn't look quite right. Okay, let's try and move all of these out of the way. Something like this then. And I'm going to use ease copy to copy that easing across all of these. Cool, let's watch all of that back. Cool. And that kind of works. Just fine tune the easing a little bit. And then I'm going to get another null in here. To sort of layer up that same kind of motion start it somewhere around here, maybe. And I will call this rectangles control 04. Just going to change all of these so that I know this is controlling all of my rectangles. And let's get some position and scale keyframes, maybe even some rotation as well. So that at this point here, oh, and I need to parent this one down here to the next one. Do something like this. Scale up like 200 maybe. Maybe do something like this. And let's watch that back. Just trying to figure out how to get these, I want them to sort of like spin and come towards the screen. And then I can figure out a way to get back to the beginning. I have some ideas in mind. And I think the easing needs to be something a little bit more like this. Let's put this on full, just so I want to see if the scale is gonna ruin like the quality of the stroke. Yeah. It'll take a little longer to preview, but I just want to check that. You started full-time freelancing this year? No, last year, in September of last year. So I've been freelancing for like yeah, a couple months now. What's that? Yeah, like 1, 2, 3, yeah, like 4 months of freelancing full time, so not that long. But yeah, it's been going well. I've been taking some time off in January, which is why I'm doing all these like streams and some other little bits, but I'm getting back into things. And yeah. How about you? You said you're freelance, right? You went freelance from school? How long have you been freelancing? Yeah, it's going well. Yeah, when I went freelance in the middle of September, and from my last day was on a Friday, and then the next Monday I was booked. From that point onwards, all the way up to like December, so I was like fully booked for the rest of the year. So I was pretty busy last year. It was good. Yeah, it sounds like things always go a bit quieter in January, so I was sort of like prepared to just like chill out a little bit in January. But yeah, I've like had some inquiries, so should have something lined up for February, which should be good. But yeah, it's been going well. I've been enjoying it. It's been 2 years. Nice. How's things going for you? Where do you live as well? What's the motion design industry like where you live? I suppose it doesn't really matter because everything's remote now, but right now I wanted to go into branding, so currently interning at this great agency. Ah, nice one. Cool. Are they local to you, or is that like a remote internship? From India. Nice, yeah. Motion graphics is like quite big in India, isn't it? Maybe not as big as like America or other places, but okay. And yeah, the scale on that stroke looks fine, so we can continue. Cool, and I think I want some more rotation on this. So in like 36, maybe. Yeah, I can say it is, but for 3D, it's not that big as of now. Yeah. Yeah. Is your internship with an Indian company, or is it like somewhere else? Do you like work remotely with them, or are you going into a studio or an office? Cool, that is looking good. I think I want to start the rotation on this a little bit sooner. Just see how that looks. Yeah, it's an Indian studio. We work remotely. Ah, cool, cool, nice. When you say branding, are you like more interested in doing like logo design and like brand guidelines and stuff like that, or are you still doing like motion, but kind of like motion for branding sort of stuff, or is it more sort of like graphic designy, or a bit of both? This is the last month from Feb going freelancing again. It's great when freelancing, you have the freedom to do anything you want. I love that. Yeah, me too. Yeah, like so much more freedom. I've been enjoying it. Freedom, more freedom to choose what you work on, when you work. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. Cool. I'm just trying to fine tune this like transition out and then I can figure out how that is going to loop. Reason I want to go into branding was because I want to grow more into motion guidelines, and I thought for that it's better to have a great professional experience from there. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's a cool thing to do, I think. Get a bit of experience interning. Do you want to do stuff like I'm trying to find an example, stuff like this where you're like designing like a motion system more so that like fits in with a brand? Is that the sort of stuff you want to do? This is a cool project. Yeah, like motion system guidelines. Yeah, that's cool. For end, maybe strokes can break and rectangles can float and go out of comp. You mean like maybe have like a trim paths on the stroke to have it like come off? Yeah, I love his work as well. I'm currently trying to learn how to like code and do like JavaScript stuff so I can like have a better understanding of expressions and like kind of like write my own scripts and stuff a little bit, because that's like, I'm assuming you need to know a good amount about that to do stuff like this, where you know this is all like editable and you can change it with like essential graphics and stuff like they've got going on here. I want to get into more of this sort of stuff, specialized more towards like animation and also being able to do like technical stuff like this. Cool. I think the scale could be a little bit higher. That might help this transition. Basically just have to tweak a little bit at a time here until I get something I like. Yeah, just like how it's connecting, it can break down, the rectangles would float. Yeah, that could work. Maybe I could start doing that here at this point. Yeah, I actually think that would be a good idea. So then you don't get like, you don't see it at this point. That would like save me some trouble. And then this wouldn't need to be as much. Yeah, that's toolkits for brands that can be used for anyone. Yeah, that's the sort of stuff I would like to kind of like get into, because you kind of like, I feel like there's like little specialisms within motion design. Like you get people who are like motion designers and like animators who sort of specialize as well with doing like illustration and then do like more sort of character work, or people who are more like obviously more 3D do more 3D stuff and like compositing within After Effects as well as like animation. So I want to sort of like lean more towards that like toolkit kind of like technical side. Yeah, cool. Okay, let's try. I kind of like that idea. Let's get something going on with trim paths here. And maybe it starts from the orange and the blue. I've got this stroke set up in a really weird way, so I wonder if there's a way to just do like an overall, because like these are set up in a little bit of a weird way. But maybe I can add a trim paths on top of everything. Hello? No, I don't think that's gonna work. No, it does it all individually then. Yeah, they are looking a bit weird, those strokes. Also, Jerones, I don't know how to write or pronounce his name. Work is amazing. Jerones. What's his website or his Instagram handle? Calango's work? Cool. Calango. Design. In Amsterdam. Ooh, nice. I feel like I've seen some of this stuff. Yeah, I've definitely seen this. Yeah, this is really nice. This has got that Vuko kind of vibe to it as well, doesn't it? Yeah, I've definitely seen that. Yeah, this is really nice as well. Calango. Are they looking for freelancers? I'm definitely gonna save those guys and send them an email at some point, maybe. It'd be cool to work with those guys. Yeah, a lot like Vuko. Okay. I can do it like this. Cool, that should be all the keyframes I need to get this to animate off. But I'm going to just set the keyframes here so I can see what's going on. And this can go to... Okay. Something like this. Let's just F9 those keyframes to see how that looks. Yeah. I want to go into this kind of work. Yes, he's looking for, if you know. Oh, yeah. Is that him? Okay. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no. I've seen that job ad pop up. Cool. Let's do something like this. Get some easing on there. Cool, that works. And then here, what are you doing? Okay. Cut you here. I can cut all of these layers off here. Oh yeah, you're full of good ideas today. Maybe half a frame delay for all the, yeah. Good idea, good idea. So like, these start moving just a little bit after each other. I'm going to do a 2 frame delay just to see how that looks. And maybe it starts. Maybe let's try 3 frame delay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I think this is what you mean, but yeah. I think this should make it look a little bit nicer, even if it isn't what you mean. Cool. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. It like adds a little bit of, just a little extra something. I just need to figure out these strokes a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've got these strokes set up in such a weird way, but it allows me to like have each of these like have some different tapering on them to like give them a bit of perspective. It just means I need to have a little fiddle about here to get these animating off properly. Yeah, cool. And I'll also add a bit of rotation to these as well individually, and then I can offset that as well. And I'll use ease copy to copy the same easing. I'll just do some subtle bits of rotation. Cool. Maybe like a small vibrancy or something you've at start of the stroke, something like that to end as well. Also, it's like a small vibrancy or something you've at the start of the stroke. Or something like this. Yeah, I can have a play around with that. Okay, so let's figure out how to loop this back to the start. Let's get this texture from the start and bring this into our scene 2. And this can live down here. Okay, cool. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go do something. BRB. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, I somehow want to get here at some point. Somehow. So this should be the very first frame. So maybe I can do something with a shape. Okay, let's try something here with create nodes from paths. Do something like this. At this point, they can fill the screen. Like so. Currently, IG is blocking all YouTube links in our bio for some reason. Oh, really? Or it's like a link tree thing though. Yeah, that works. Yeah, I don't think that affects me because I just got a link tree and then you can click YouTube from here. Yeah. That was weird. There was going to be something like that with Twitter, like Elon Musk was going to make it so you can't have links leading outside of Twitter on your in your bio, so you couldn't have like a link tree thing or anything, which was pretty dumb. And he quickly changed his mind on that. Everyone was going crazy. Okay, let's make this background matte inside that like so, and then I can bring these all in even more, bring them all to the center. Or I can just do that with, nope, I'll just do that by hand. Bring these all to the middle so you can't see it. Oh, really? No, all the links on bio or story or anything. Oh, really? Seems to work for me. Oh, get some easing on that. Let's just see how that looks. Okay. Get the easing cranked all the way this way. So it starts off a little bit slower. And maybe I can do something like this on the Bezier handles. We get nicer arcs on that motion. Something like this. Yeah, it's paths follow nulls, which I think is built into After Effects, but it is a plugin called paths follow nulls extended. I don't know why that's so hard for me to say. Paths follow nulls. I'm just gonna Google it. Yeah, so it's this script here, which just lets you do a little bit more with it. It lets you like add handles and stuff like that. It's very cool. It's I can show you an example. It allowed me to do stuff like this where I have these handles on this path, and then I could animate these handles to change like the Bezier, the way the Bezier is affecting it. So like you can see these little points here animating to change like how that line is bent. So it just lets you do a little bit more. Cool. And then I'm going to add a slider and call that wiggle control. And then we can just add a wiggle expression to all of these. Do something like this. I don't know if this is going to work or look any good, but I'm just trying it out. Let's see. And actually, let's just copy expression only. Paste that on all of these. And I will start off with this at 0. And then it can jump up to a bigger number, maybe. That's not quite it. But yeah, it is a cool little script. Let's play with this a little bit. I don't think I like that, but let's just watch it back. Maybe add the glitch you've used as in between. Yeah, I could add some glitch to that. I mean, it works as a transition, but I don't like it. I'm not sure I like that. No. Let's delete this. Delete all the nulls here as well. Maybe I can do something. Something here with the levels. See how that looks. That is kind of cool. Maybe I can some kind of like offset here. Maybe get some rotation on here as well to help with that transition. Cool, let's watch this back out here in this main comp. Ooh, that is cool. That transitions so nicely. I can definitely do some bits to polish it up, but that is pretty sick. Nice, okay. What are your fave studios or people you want to work with in the future? Favorite studios? Definitely Ordinary Folk. Yeah, thanks man. I can polish it up a bit more, but yeah, I think it's looking good. Yeah, Ordinary Folk. I've been close to working with them, but not quite yet. But I do want to work with them real bad, maybe this year. Obviously Buck as well. The Buck Amsterdam office is like would be cool to work with. Again, I've been in touch with them, but still just not the right project come up yet. Those are obviously the two big ones, and like there's so many others as well. Cool to work with Vuko. Dash, Buff Motion. These guys are really sick. Hornet, Art and Graft, The Furrow, Oddfellows. There's loads. Yeah. Yeah, everyone's dream to work with Ordinary Effect. Yeah, they seem just like so nice to work with. I really do want to work on a project with them soon. That would be cool. But, you know, see how it goes. Nice, yeah. Friend of yours joined Buck as an apprentice. Yeah. Yeah, I think they like take on like a good amount of interns and stuff like that, don't they? So a good way of like bringing new talent into Buck. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like pretty chill as well. If like a cool project comes my way with like some nice people as well. Like it's not all about working with the really big studios as well. Yeah, you gotta find a good balance, I guess. Hello, After Effects. Can we work, please? Okay, cool. Now I've got that transition in place. I'm gonna copy these keyframes up to these layers. Or am I? Yep, let's do that. So this is orange. Cool, let's see how this looks now with these layers back on. I've got an error. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I hope the stream isn't lagging. Do let me know it is though. Cool, so those intersections are not working as I would want them to. So another problem to fix. Oh, there goes my doorbell. It's alright now? Okay. Cool, okay. I think that is everything like fully blocked out. Now it is just a case of adding all the nice extra details to everything. And I've got a fair old bit to do for that. So I don't know if I want to carry on with that today or maybe leave it here and then do another stream. Add green and turn it into... Yeah. Yeah, maybe this is a good point to leave it here for today. I've been streaming for a fair while. Yeah, let's play it back. See how it's looking. I'm just going to put in markers so I know where my start and end points are. Cool. Let's just let that go, do its thing. But yeah, I'm feeling good about this. It's coming together well. It's looking great. Love the whole thing, man. Oh, thank you so much. Cheers. Yeah. Again, still lots to add in. Nice little finishing touches and extra details and all sorts of stuff I want to do still to this, but yeah. That stuff shouldn't take too long now. The hard work is just like getting everything working and getting all the animation in place. I'm surprised it's taken me so long, but yeah, there's been like a fair amount of little bits to figure out and yeah, let's get getting there. But yeah, I'm just gonna let this RAM preview, and then yeah, then I will call it for today. But yeah, Thank you to anyone watching this back on YouTube or anyone who stopped by on the live stream. Yeah. Probably do some more streams of this next week. It's taking forever. Come on. It's getting there. Slowly. There's a little bit there that I need to fix. I think the layer below it was showing up a little bit too soon. But I'm not going to touch anything. Just let this finish RAM previewing. Cool. Also had an idea for, I don't know why I'm pointing at the screen because you can't see, but let's use my mouse. Using Callum to animate the gradients through, like pulse a gradient through these little intersection parts. So I'll do that next time as well. That's another little detail to get added in. My laptop would blast if it's set on full. Yeah, I just want to see it, like how it would look final. Play it back. Because if you set it to like half or third, it's like, I feel like you don't get the full idea of, you know, what it's going to look like. Yo, I just found the coolest animation on Vimeo. Send it to me. If you can't send a link in the chat, send it to me on LinkedIn. I want to see. FF2 by Jonathan Diop Nikondo. Probably butchered that name. I'll have a look now. I can see FF. Where is FF2? Oh. Let's quickly watch this. That's cool. This is trippy. Oh, that transition. That's so cool. That's very cool. That transition here is so sick. That's so cool. That's pretty cool. I like it. Cool, okay. This is where I got to today. Got this bit more refined. And finally got the transition back to the start in. Yeah, I'm happy with that. That's looking good. Maybe this starts a little bit too soon, so I can play with the timing on that. With the strokes coming, transitioning away. Maybe that needs to happen like more like here. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have a little play around with that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that transition back to the start as well. That was cool. So your eye follows this part here quite nicely. Nice. Damn, so we're making it loop. Okay, I see. Yeah, that's got to be done on all of these flexing those keyframes things I do. That is a requirement. Scala loop. I really did not like design this in a way that it would be easy to loop, but I think I came up with a cool way of doing it, so I'm happy. But yeah, thanks for like tuning in and watching again. everyone who's stopped by or anyone watching this back. Yeah, I'll be back next week doing some more on this. I might do a little bit off stream just to speed it up a little bit, but I won't do anything too big, so most of the process stays on the streams. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you all later.